Hello. Good morning. Happy
Good
Monday.
morning. Look at you guys racing to get in here.
Wow.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love
I
it.
know. Gonna have
Happy day after Easter.
There you go.
Hope you guys had a great weekend.
Yeah.
Well, I think most of you saw my weekend.
I saw part of your weekend. I saw the part you were letting everybody see, which was the
The epic fail.
the Croatan Crabbers.
The
Yes.
epic fail. John, how dare
John?
you? Hold on.
What? Oh, did he sneak back over there again? He does this way too often. And as for most of you guys, some of us are friends, and
Yeah.
I see your stuff on social media. So I saw
Yes.
some folks doing some fun stuff this weekend.
Yes, and rest in peace, Pope Francis. I agree with you. Yeah, we made it back ashore.
Yeah.
Good morning, boy. Good morning. Yeah, that was
Crazy.
that was completely was not planned. Well, either
Yeah,
was the
really.
video. I just basically said video this because he's like Crow or whatever. He goes Outer Banks Crabbers episode 1, season 4 epic fail. I'm like, hold on a minute, I gotta get this on video.
You know, he's pretty good on camera, I gotta admit. To be a little flustered, because I'm sure he was. He's probably like disappointed or frustrated because his boat wasn't working.
Yeah, he's
There's
like, really?
that whole thing.
Because why can't anything be simple? Why does everything always have to be
I don't know.
a disaster? But literally, thank goodness he had the towing thing and the little card was there, so we knew where to call.
Oh, he had bought the tow insurance.
The tow insurance,
whatever you call it.
Yeah. Oh, 2 people fighting over a bunny. What? Okay, that's kind of funny. And so he's like, "What are we gonna do?" He's like, "I don't even know how to get." I'm like, "Relax, it's okay." And our baby Huey, my unofficial son, he wasn't even home, so we couldn't call him and have him get in his boat and come pull us like he did about a year ago or back in August, whenever it was. But yeah, it was just one of those things. But I was like, calm down, we got this. So I pulled out the little card where he had it stashed, which he forgot he had it stashed. And he calls and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're fully covered on this, no problem." So about almost an hour later, here comes our towboat, so to speak.
At least they make it. I'm sure it takes time to get there.
We got the guy out of doing yard work. He was coming from Oregon Inlet.
Okay.
But Scott's like, "Sorry for taking you away from your Easter celebration." He's like, "Actually, I was doing yard work. You got me out of it. Thank you."
Sorry for ruining your Black Panther party.
Yeah, pretty much. The ironic part was 4 years and 2 weeks earlier, that was the first time Mr. D took the boat out. I wasn't there. I was at my uncle's funeral.
Right.
They broke down. The same guy towed them.
It was the same guy?
It was the same guy that towed him before.
Really?
Yeah, he recognized Scott. And yeah, it was
that's funny.
It was kind of entertaining.
Dude.
Gary I know you could if you were here. Easter dinner was saved because at 3, it was supposed to come out of the oven at like 3:40, and we were hoping to be back by then, but obviously that didn't work. 3:45, I was like, "Oh, I gotta." So I called Mama Rosie and I said, "Can you please go upstairs and turn off the oven?"
Oh no!
So she did.
At least she was there.
Yeah, at least she was there, but she So we postponed Easter dinner. We're gonna have it tonight.
Oh wow!
Because by the time we got back, it was like 5 something, almost 6 o'clock.
Right.
And I'm like, I am not going to sit here and peel potatoes and set the table and have it. It's not going to happen. Make the mash. Nope, not going to happen.
Oh man!
So I told her we were going to postpone it. She's like, "Well, I don't have anything to eat here. I seriously have nothing."
So what time of the afternoon was this?
We left the house at about 2:50.
Okay.
Because I looked outside and the water was flat.
Right.
I was like, perfect. He wanted to put the boat in the water yesterday anyway. He cleaned it. I mean, like, power washed it, got the cushions all good, tried starting it up, make sure it worked.
Michael. That's funny.
Break out another 1,000.
That's what boat stands for.
See, I always just said it was, when you buy a boat, you're buying a hole in the water you're throwing money into. But it's actually been, last year the fuel pump went out, but it's really actually not been bad to us. The first time he took it out, it was because there was stale gas in there and it had water. And Anyway, so it was, and that's why he ended up breaking down. Thank goodness I wasn't there for that one. And then the last time it broke down was when the fuel pump died, which was last July or whatever.
Okay.
And that's when baby Huey came and took us, towed us back to
you.
Yeah, good morning, Tamara. So that happened. And then we took it and got it repaired, and we never put it back in the water last summer.
Okay.
So this was kind of our
test
voyage run since it had been worked on almost a year ago. And he was planning on putting it in the water yesterday, but it was rough when we got done doing a few things and all that kind of stuff. So then finally I said, babe, it's gorgeous out here. It's not even 3:00. We've got plenty of time. Let's go. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Well, we start out the canal, boat fires up, everything's good. And all of a sudden it was like it felt like it hit something in the ground. I don't know what it was. Anyway, but he's like, yeah, it's really shallow right here. So he raised the motor up a little bit, so the propeller wasn't dragging and all that kind of stuff. And it just all of a sudden started going, and then it would stop, and then we're like, all right, it's just we gotta just blow it out. It must have a little bit of bad gas in it or something.
Okay.
Oh, good morning. She's driving. Oh, okay. Good morning, Kathy. So, we get out into the sound,
right?
And he full throttles it, and it goes, and he's not touching the throttle. And I'm like, and then it shut off, and he's like, oh no, and I look, I'm like, there's smoke coming out of the back. He's like, really, seriously, what? And I smoke. There's smoke. And Ruth might be able to relate to that one because it was a radio station up in Baltimore that one time somebody spilled their coffee on the control board.
Smoke.
And they have the Baltimore accent, like, down the ocean horn, that kind of thing. And so the guy's like, there's smoke. There's smoke. Anyway, long story. But anyway, it happened years ago.
We're laughing about it.
We were laughing about it though, because we've had some not close. We just anyway. Long story. Anyway, so he's trying to let it blow. Well, it just, and then wait, we hear this clunk, 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 and we're like, oh no. And he's like, do you smell that? I'm like, yeah, it smells like something just blew up because the motor just done blowed up. Anyway, so hence the reason he was.
I'm with Kristen. I'm laughing, but not at y'all.
Oh no, you could laugh at us.
It was
funny.
I got it.
I laughed the whole time.
It's just a funny story.
It was.
Shame it happened to y'all.
No, that's what made it funnier. Because I will tell you this.
Right.
Mr. D, he will drink a couple beers in the evenings.
Yeah.
So we didn't really have any beer left. So when we stopped to put brand new gas in the boat, which we should have drained the old gas out first. Hi, Bethy. I was like, you need beer, don't you? So I ran in the little convenience store and bought a 12-pack of beer.
There you go.
And some ice. He's like, why are you bringing ice? I said, just to keep it cold.
Right.
And so we put it in the live well where we put the crabs normally, just so that if the ice melted, it wouldn't melt as quick. So anyway, put the whole little 12-pack and the ice in there and all that kind of stuff. Well, then once we broke down, he's like, you bought beer, didn't you? I said, yep. And he goes, I think I might need one. Not need it, but, want one more likely.
What foresight you had.
It was just,
it
was the funniest. But yeah.
That's cool.
I just kept watching it and I keep laughing. Oh. And I apologize for the language in that. He's like, I shouldn't have said that, should I? And I'm like,
there was the frustration.
That was the frustration coming out.
The rest of it was humor.
Am I afraid of drinking and driving? Why, no, I'm not.
All right. Short segue into the food portion of the show. And we'll be right back with you guys. Hang on. Don't forget, it's a Monday morning.
If we can ever get the boat back in the water and get crabs, yeah.
All right. Mike's up. Your station for the Killer Hits 102.5, The Shark, The Knack, and my Sharona. Good morning to you. It is 8:10. Bill and Cindy in the morning. Killer Hits all day.
A little bit of patchy fog. If you're seeing it, it's burning off. It's gradually becoming sunny today. High 73 for the coast, 79 inland. Partly cloudy tonight, 65. Partly sunny tomorrow. Chance of an afternoon shower, maybe a thunderstorm, but temps getting near 80.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gonna be a nice day. Right now we got 66 in Greenville, 65 in Plymouth, and 62 in Nagston at 102.5 The Shark.
We always talk food,
Yes, we
especially
do.
on our Facebook Live. We're always talking food on our stream.
And we're doing our live stream now, so
Right.
I suppose we're about to start talking about food.
Right.
Okay.
There's a chef.
All right.
Posted a video where he shares his favorite cooking hacks from a lifetime in the restaurant industry. And I guess being in the industry for a long time, and believe it or not, the video has 13 million views on YouTube.
Really?
This guy must be doing something right.
Yeah.
If you got that many.
What's he got?
Some of the best things he says, which is, this sounds weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
Wash your produce with vinegar. It'll last longer.
How so?
He says, I don't know exactly why, but he
Okay.
says the best mix is 3 parts water, 1 part vinegar, and then let it sit for a couple of minutes.
Whoa. All right.
Okay.
Didn't know that.
That's just one.
Okay.
Another is before adding fresh herbs to a dish, give them a strong squeeze beforehand. This bruising releases twice as much of the flavor, which is why I guess they muddle the mint when you're making a mimosa, or not a mimosa, a mojito.
A mojito?
Yeah, they muddle it makes it pop, or they'll go. They'll do that smack.
What do you do down at the bar? I muddle.
A muddle.
I'll just muddle a little bit.
Yep. You can even use the potato masher to break up all the big chunks of your ground beef.
Oh, while you're cooking it, while you're browning it?
Works better than a fork or
I
spoon.
hate that because
You got these big clumps, and it's
I'll use the end of my spatula, just like,
yeah,
and it takes forever.
and sometimes it feels like it goes.
I get carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get little splatters of grease. Yeah, exactly.
On your shirt and everything.
Yep,
Yep, I got it. Yep.
You need to add seasoning from high above.
Like get on a ladder? Or
Well, not like that, but just don't just go import in one spot.
get it.
Hold
get
it up higher, and it provides an even seasoning on the largest surface area of the meat.
I like that one. Okay.
Put soft cheeses like mozzarella or Gouda in the freezer for 15 to 30 minutes before you actually grate them.
That's brilliant. That is
because have you ever tried to do mozzarella and it
It's
like
like a
bends
piece
and it
of rubber.
breaks?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So easy cheese will crumble that way.
Nice.
Okay. If you want to make a fluffier biscuit, use bigger chunks of butter.
Whoa. Really?
I did not know that either.
Really, really, really? Okay. All right. Those are 2 really good ones so far.
Another one?
Yeah.
If you make soup and it's a little bit too watery, they say throw a few breadcrumbs in there. It'll help thicken it up.
Breadcrumbs? Oh,
Breadcrumbs.
really? Okay.
Not normally a lot of people say cornstarch, but that makes like a roux more gravy-ish like or
I
whatever,
got you.
thicker.
I got you.
But no, you don't want to do that. You just want to add some breadcrumbs.
All right. All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, cooking with Beal and Sandy.
Cooking with Beal and Cindy. All right. I'll take it. Anyway, I can get it. We're talking food. I'm in. All right. Stick around. We're 10 minutes away from Today in Music. Plus, don't forget, it is the Monday morning party. We'll have a keyword for you sometimes this hour.
That's right.
Your chance to win some free stuff from our prize closet. Be listening to that. And more killer hits like this one from Billy Joel.
All right, hold on.
All right. Just making sure
All right.
we're all good.
You're gonna have to have a crab feast. Absolutely. The language was the language was kind of the funny part because he was just so calm and cool about it, and all of a sudden that dropped out.
Yep. Just kind of am I worried about drinking and driving? No.
No, I'm not worried.
No,
Why? Because
not at all.
anyway, tomorrow I'm right there with you. Well, you haven't had one sink at the. Oh wait.
Hold on just a second. Where are we?
I'm at the Cindy, you haven't had one sink at the dock yet.
Oh, Michael.
All right, let me explain 2 stories. We're talking boating today. Yes,
That's what happens when you fight over bunnies.
That is what happened.
The boat sinks.
One time before we actually got the boat lift, we had it parked. Well, we pulled it in instead of like backing it in.
Right.
So the little cutout where the motor can go, where the motor goes.
Yes.
The waves were going
in there. Okay.
And for some reason, our bilge pump stopped working.
Ooh.
So Mr. D and I are out there. The waves were, and we almost flipped the boat over, and it almost sunk because we both went on the other side or the same side of the boat. And we were trying to untie it, and literally, the waves, and we were like this far away from the boat, getting the whole side. Anyway, all right. So then, we have, and if you've won, we notified you.
Oh, who's somebody said?
Foy, because
okay.
somebody got a little irritated because they found out, because we mentioned their name on the air, saying that they won, and they didn't really appreciate that. So we don't announce it on the air anymore.
Yep. We just tell you that
Yep,
you won.
if you won, we tell you.
Mhm.
So then another time, this was when the fuel pump died last year before. Actually, this was after Alex told us because we thought it had worked.
Right.
So we went to pull it up on the boat lift, but for some reason, one of the the poles had moved, the guides. And oh no, what's wrong? That's not good. Sorry, Bethy. So he had to gun it just to get it like into the thing.
Yeah.
And when he did, it wasn't all the way up on the boat lift. And he went to do something. Well, the boat ended up going like this. And so I had to climb up on the top of the thing and it was kind of a nightmare. Yeah, but that was the second time we almost sunk the boat at the dock.
Right.
Yeah. But
Well,
that's
Gary,
only happened
Gary,
twice.
that's why her name is Foy Ferguson. Called her. Somebody called her if she.
Uh-huh.
I'm just playing with words. Gary's just messing with you, Foy.
Yep. And speaking of tickets,
what you got? What do you have? Excuse me.
you heard it first right here.
We did. What are we announcing?
You could win a pair of tickets to Three Dog Night with special guest the Sedonas coming to the Dome in Virginia Beach on Sunday, 5/4, which is 2 weeks from now. Yeah.
And
it's the opening night of the Dome.
And the great Gary Grabowski is going to be
and the great Grabowski and Sharon will be there too.
Along with the Sedonas.
Exactly. The history there, Three Dog Night played the last show at the previous Dome.
That's right. I remember you
Then they closed it down, and now Three Dog Night will be playing the first show at the new
That's so
Dome.
cool.
So another thing too, you could possibly win instead a pair of tickets to see Pat Benatar with Neil Giraldo, their Spring Tour 25 coming to the Dome at Virginia Beach on the 7th of May.
Interesting.
It will be a ticket window Thursday.
Kristen, I'm so glad it was all on video. Cool.
Thank you. No, we evidently mentioned somebody's name. We're not going to say which name we did, but we mentioned somebody's name on tickets that they had won. Mike saying, "What's the secret of telling who won?"
Oh, I gotcha.
It's not the same. No. Oh yeah, that's true. But we announced somebody's name, and they were upset because they wanted it to be a surprise that they won.
That's right. I remember.
And it kind of gave away the surprise because that somebody else found out that they had the tickets and that somebody else was the person that was supposed to be surprised. So that's why we're not.
What do you do?
Yeah, I know. It is fun to be made. Now, if we contacted them and they said, sure, mention us on the air, then we would do that.
Right.
But no, we don't just want to just blurt out who won without them knowing that we're saying blurting out who won.
Right.
Now, if you enter a big contest, like, one of our no bummer summer steak, one of those type of things. Yeah. If we announce your name, we announce your name. That's a different set of rules.
Yeah.
So
what's a gotcha?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Sort of. It's just.
I thought you were saying gotcha.
It's kind of respect, Mike. It's just kind of respect. If we never know. I mean, somebody might not want somebody else to know that they're even going, or you don't know.
Gotcha.
So we have to respect the privacy of our listeners.
Kristen Martin, I agree. Okay. All right.
It is fun to be mentioned on the air. I agree with you. But we got to look out, because there might be other people that feel the same way. So we're just going to. No, they are not. So if it's a big prize, like we go for not just one day,
right?
We're entering for tickets. It's just different. If it's a big prize, then they get announced. And if you call the radio station and you're like a tough trivia winner, whatever, we're gonna let you say who you are on the air. But just like to know the winners.
I get that. I do.
Okay, that's understandable.
What are you talking about, Chris?
Oh, are you looking at their dresses?
Yeah. Go over there. Just send her an invite.
Y'all turned up. Hi, everybody in Publix. They sell dresses. Did you know that? They're
right,
really nice and they're fairly
right over there in the corner last time I checked.
That's funny.
That's too funny. It's so cool.
I understand. Oh, I have to sneeze. You're on the way to the aisle. All right, let me know if they have any new ones because I haven't been there in a while. I need to go.
Right on.
Yeah, just curious. How did you get your rash? Did you put suntan lotion on or something? Because remember that one time you put sunscreen on and you broke out in a rash?
Right. You never know. You'll stumble across something that you never thought would give you a rash. You know, I remember one time when I was a kid, my mom switched fabric softener.
Oh yeah,
and
that'll work.
I broke out. We didn't know what the heck was going on.
That happens.
It was just crazy.
Well, the basic rules are you can't win the same contest within 30 days. If it's a different contest, like you could win Tough Trivia and you could win Bojangles the same day.
Right.
If it's a Ticket Window Thursday, you could win Ticket Window Thursday and the Tough Trivia the same day. It's a different contest, but you can only win that. And if we do Ticket Window Thursday, it's not the same contest. We just call it Ticket Window Thursday, but because it's a different concert, it's not the same contest.
Correct.
Make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense to me.
So,
right,
but that's basically.
Yeah.
And the rules are on our website, but I don't think it mentions the whole, we will not announce your name. And yeah.
Right.
We just have to respect some people that, they brought it up. So, okay.
All right. So we got Today in Music coming up in less than 2 minutes. Don't forget it is a Monday morning party. And
oh no, it was not bingo in the sand.
Beach blanket bingo. That's what it was. Like the movie. Remember?
Mike, we still give away the tickets though, and people do win them and they go to the concerts and they have a good time. And that's what it's all about.
That's exactly.
It doesn't matter if we mention it on the air or not. So. All right.
Betsy says she found out with the sunscreen thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Why this time I went on a long walk the other day and didn't put on sunbox. Maybe. Oh. We normally on average get 5 to 6 pairs of tickets per concert.
Right.
It depends on the concert. It depends on where it is. So, but usually we get anywhere from 5 to 6 pairs.
That's right.
And that's like the standard. So.
All right. Today, a music on the way. Don't forget, it's a Monday morning party. We'll have a keyword sometime
yes,
this
we
hour.
will. We will.
Win something from the prize closet. And we'll be right back with you.
And I have to get those prize packs together.
All right, mic's up. Your station for the Killer Hits, 102.5, The Shark, Prince, and Raspberry Beret. 8:24 it is. Bill and Cindy in the morning. Killer Hits all day.
Patchy fog this morning, should be burning off, though. Becoming sunny today, 73 for the coast, 79 inland, partly cloudy tonight, and 65, partly sunny tomorrow. There's a chance of afternoon showers with some thunderstorms as well, and a high near 80.
All right, 63 right now in Coin Shock, 65 in Norfolk, 62 in Nags Head at 102.5 The Shark.
It's time now for Today in Music, brought to you by Bojangles. At Bojangles, they serve up those hot, fresh, made from scratch buttermilk breakfast biscuits all day, every day. Anytime you're ready, it's Bo time.
All right, it was 2016. I know we just played Prince and Raspberry Beret.
Right.
This was the day that Prince Rogers Nelson was found deceased at his home in Minnesota. He was 57 at the time. It was EMTs had been summoned to the residence for a wellness check. They found him in the elevator, and he was deceased. So on June 2nd, the Midwest Medical Examiner's Office stated that the musician had died of an accidental overdose of fentanyl. 2015, Phil Rudd, former drummer of AC/DC, changed his plea to guilty on a charge of a threat to kill
Really?
in a court in Tauranga, New Zealand. The court heard that Rudd was unhappy about his album's launch party and had asked a former employee to be, quote, taken out.
Oh, no.
He also pleaded guilty to cannabis and methamphetamine possession. He was sentenced to 8 months home detention.
It was 2001. REM guitarist Peter Buck was charged by police at Heathrow Airport with being drunk on an aircraft and assaulting British Airways crew. Buck was taken into custody after landing on a flight from Seattle and questioned by police for 12 hours.
Yikes.
Oof, talk about a hangover. 1993, former Rolling Stone Bill Wyman married for the third time when he tied the knot to 33-year-old fashion designer Suzanne Acosta.
Okay.
It was 1990. Sinead O'Connor started a 4-week run at #1 on the singles chart with her version of the Prince song, Nothing Compares to You. The track was also #1 in 18 other countries. In 1984, Phil Collins started a 3-week run at #1 on the singles chart with the theme from Against All Odds. It was his first U.S. #1. The soundtrack to Footloose went #1 on the album chart in 1984. And in 1956, Elvis Presley had his first #1 hit as Heartbreak Hotel. Made it to the top of the Billboard charts.
Down at the end of Lonely Street. My goodness gracious.
Yep.
Any music birthdays today?
None that I found.
Really?
Yep.
All
Nobody
right.
was born on this day.
April 21st is a big fat goose egg. for
Absolutely.
music. All right, that's today in music. Stick around, news and weather together within 10 and more killer hits coming up.
This one is down. How many people? And I can tell you how many people did enter. We had a total of 120 people enter for Kool and the Gang. And of those 120 people, only 5 people won tickets.
There you go.
So there you go. Yep. It was 120 people. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Sorry.
Well, yes, it's a pretty popular concert.
Yeah. And I can tell you this, for the James Taylor concert, 87 people entered. So, and we let the computer pick it, and no, it was me. Was it me? If you didn't get a text from us, it was not you.
Kristen says at Publix they have an anchor dress.
Let me see if you sent it.
Perfect for boating. She sent a pic.
Hold on. I got to go and get there. And hold on here. I have to go to 3 different places here. Why does it always take me to the wrong place? So what did you guys do for Easter? What did you guys do for Easter? I know what Gary did. He said 2 of his 3 daughters came over with their families and they had an Easter dinner. My Easter dinner was put on hold in box. Hang on here. Oh my gosh, it is cute. Oh, it's like not even a. I like that one.
Go ahead and download it so we can see it.
I'm trying. Hold on. I'm working on it. I'm a working. I can only do so much at one time.
Lori, I'm sorry about that. That's a tough anniversary.
What happened?
To observe. It was 24 years ago. Yeah. Her brother passed
sorry to hear
away.
that.
Man.
I like the pink one that she sent me. Oh, that was cute too. I don't have that one either.
Wow, Kristen, you climbed Body Lighthouse and swam at Coquina. That's a pretty good weekend.
I did not go swimming. I like the pink one though a lot. That one's really cute. It's floofy. It's floofy. Yeah, okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. I think I only downloaded 4 pictures, but that we get the gist of it. All right. Hang on here. It's very sad to hear. Oh, they are cute, Public Store. All right, I got a bunch of pictures that Bill sent me yesterday too.
Yeah.
Oh, I had this one downloaded twice. Hold on. No, I got all 5 of them. Okay, we're good. And then
Well, I didn't think it was you, Michael, that got in a fight about a bunny. You were listening to the scanner, right?
I don't know what this is.
I relaxed for the weekend, Foy. Oh my gosh. It was on purpose.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. You went to Springfield, Virginia?
Oh,
That's my old neck
cool.
of the woods. Tell me that is not a rat race. I don't think Wawa does. Bucky's does.
I'm sure Bucky's does.
All right, so here's some of the dresses.
Okay.
There's a couple of them. I think I might have the one on the left. I'm not sure.
That's 3 or 4 different dresses.
Yeah, that's like 5 right there.
Purple,
6. That's
orange.
6. There's
Okay.
like a white, there's a
White,
black, there's a
blue.
blue, and then the yellow weird looking
Gotcha.
thing. Okay.
Okay.
Then there's this one. She likes this one. That is cute.
There you go.
Anchors.
See?
Yeah, that's what I need. I should have dropped the anchor, gotten in a life jacket, and oh,
Mhm.
traffic. Doesn't it though? Checking in guest. Nice. And then I like that one though. That one's cute. It kind of has like the lower cut, the fluffy sleeves. Yeah. All right. So those are, oh, it only downloaded 3 of them, but you get the gist.
Yeah. Thanks for that on the spot report.
Oh, but hold on. I didn't get the white one that she liked. So hold on.
Oh, okay.
This one right here. Okay. She probably could make curtains out of the orange one. Right, here's the white one. That's cute.
Okay.
All right, then Bill sent me some pictures, and I'm not quite sure what they are, so I pardon.
It's not me in a dress or anything like that. Just me acting like Donald Duck. We may not party like we used to, but if we take a nap, we can stay up till dark.
Absolutely.
The older you get.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
I think this was a joke towards me.
No, actually, it wasn't. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I just thought that the kayak was interesting because they had made it to accommodate the furry member of their family. Actually, a couple of them. Look at that. See?
I think that's
So the
great.
dogs could sit in there.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Tammy, I'll have to send you because I can't really put it here.
Oh. Yeah, we can't. There's certain things we can't do.
Yeah.
My wife caught me sucking in my stomach while standing on the scale. She goes, "That's not going to help." Actually, it does. I said, "It's the only way I can see the numbers."
That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are right there.
I went down to the paint store to get thinner. It didn't work. But boom. You sound like some of your jokes. Wait a minute. When did Spartacus say
When the
when
lion,
the lion ate his wife?
Nothing.
What? He was a gladiator.
And then I don't know what this is. This scares me. Oh, that's your brother.
That's my brother. Yesterday, they did a 5K. And I guess
Does his wife run with him?
maybe not in the Boston, but she does run with him in other
The 5K.
races.
Okay. That's really cool.
And they're so into this. They go all over the country. They plan vacations around races. I kid you not.
It has to be censored. 100% it has to be censored.
But that's my brother Tim in the shades there.
Who's taking over Sandy's job? I don't know who's taking over my
Who's
job.
taking over
Oh,
Cindy?
for the jokes. Yeah.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
not what I meant. I just saw them. I thought they were funny.
Oh,
but
his
then
little,
we get
his
into
little doggy is very cute. He doesn't know if he's going to get to keep him full time or like permanently.
Yeah, that's kind of up in the air. It's not through the SPCA fostering this. Technically, we're fostering this, but we're doing this for a neighbor
Yes.
whose husband passed away, and then she got ill,
She's having some health issues.
and she's having some legitimate health issues that might be chronic. And if we would be willing, we would be willing to keep the little guy if that's the way it worked out. But if she gets better and is good enough to take care of him,
right,
that's fine too. We just wanted to help, and we don't have a dog, and it's like, it's a little bit of a hole in our heart there.
Right.
So it's actually given us a lot of joy.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of like the week you watched Elsie.
Exactly.
All right. So Leanne, she says, I don't think her phone likes this when they're in Virginia. What part of Virginia are you in? Just curious. Just saying.
Well, there you go.
Do I have jokes? Oh, I do. Yes, I do. I remember. I did them last
you
night.
Could use those.
Yeah.
I didn't really even think about that when I saw them. I just thought they were funny.
I ended up having like 50 pets.
Yeah.
That's my problem. I don't think I could ever. and it's not because I didn't want to, and because my heart's not big enough. But if I fostered a pet or started fostering,
You'd get attached to it.
I wouldn't be able to get rid of them.
Yeah, we realize
I couldn't
that.
do it.
But the cool thing is that we know this dog anyway, and he's come over on occasion as this situation progressed, and we like give him a bath and give him a haircut, just to help him out. We knew that his mommy needed a little help, so we're more than willing to help out here. So
Diane too. We were in Williamsburg on our way home. Oh my goodness! You hope don't speed, don't get a ticket, don't do anything stupid. But I get it. Got to be in work in 20 minutes. Oh, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you're close to home. But yeah, no, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be able to get rid of them. I'd end up having the entire. Yeah, I thought of that too. Buy land, except don't some of the dogs that like people get, don't they like fight over things sometimes? And like I don't know if I can handle that. And then I just that would scare me. But I would end up fostering I've always thought about that. Oh, I could foster an older dog, but then I wouldn't be able to or I got them, and I just couldn't. I would kill me if when the time came to the part where it was their life was over. That would kill me to have to go through that all the time. But I would love to because older animals people don't foster, they don't adopt. Chowan County now, that's good. I couldn't. No, it's awful. All right, so Mike had a stray cat show up at his door. Now she's the queen of my double wide. Okay, so my new neighbor.
Here's the queen of my double wide trailer and the polyester curtains and the redwood deck.
There you go.
That's it. Sammy Kershaw.
Oh
gosh, you made me remember a song I'd forgotten all about.
That's pretty funny. So we have a new neighbor moving in, but they haven't officially moved in because they're still cleaning out houses, and her dad passed away. But it's a woman, her brother, and then the woman's husband. But the brother's going to live upstairs. They're going to live downstairs. Well, the brother has 2 cats evidently now and 2 dogs. He had 1 cat, but he had the little cat door. At this point, we do not have any tickets for ZZ Top. Oh, Lori. And Grandy doing laundry. Uh-oh. What happened? I know you have a washer and dryer at your house because you have a clothesline. What happened to your washer machine, Baron?
I don't know.
All right. Would you like to watch our St. Bernard if we went on vacation? Got to know before we adopt one. Okay, that's funny. But what happened? Oh, anyway, so he had a little cat door, so his cat could go inside, outside, doing his own thing. Yeah, and evidently a strange cat came into his house, so now he has 2 cats.
Gotcha.
All right. She loves the possums, and possums are they're creepy looking, but they're so cute. Squirrels are cute too.
I get the squirrels, but I don't understand the possums. They're kind of weird looking.
They are kind of, but they're very good. They're awesome creatures. They eat the bugs. They eat the ticks. They they don't carry rabies. That's
their job. That's
oh
their
no.
Purpose. Yeah.
Your pump froze over the winter.
Really?
Oh no. I'm guessing your laundry room is in an outside area of your house.
No good.
Eating Captain Crunch.
Who's eating Captain Crunch?
Oh, you got to work Twitty this morning. Okay, Lori's eating Captain Crunch
with a banana.
Right, so my question: who has anybody seen Captain Crunch with the crunch berries in it? Because the only Captain Crunch I've only seen lately, because Mr. D was like, "Hey, can you get some Captain Crunch with crunch berries?" I've only seen all crunch berries or just plain Captain Crunch. Anybody seen Captain Crunch with crunch berries anywhere?
I have not.
Any tickets for Lawrence Welk?
Brought to you by Rose Milk.
Rose Milk, was that
and one?
Rose? Hold on, Rose Milk. That was the milk in the.
I don't even know what Rose Milk is.
Hold on.
Anybody want to tell us what
the condensed? What was the condensed milk?
Maybe
brand?
That's what it was.
Wasn't Rose Milk the condensed brand? Thank you. Oh, you go to grocery stores all the time. You can tell me, but I have not found it. My back porch. Okay. New place sells. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, it's all right, Kristen. It's not an urgent matter. Just amongst your travels, if any of you are out and about, Captain Crunch with crunch berries. I had chicken fried rice for breakfast. That'd be good.
Rose milk.
Eagle condensed milk. That's what it was.
What is it?
Wasn't there
Eagle?
carnation powdered
lotion. Yeah,
milk?
but rose milk is skin lotion.
Oh yeah, it is. That's right. It was in that like pink. Was it pink bottle?
Well, yeah. Well, it is pink
Let me see.
in color. Looks like a pink smoothie.
Okay, yeah, that does. We'll check out next time. Thank you. You got some crunch. Where did you get them, Perrin? I'm guessing Captain Crunch with crunch berries.
You know, I found something over the weekend that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Not by my doing.
Mm-hmm.
Fruity Pebbles pancakes.
You told me about that. See,
no.
we have Fruity Pebbles.
The guys were doing Fruity Pebbles cream cheese tacos.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
A couple of weekends ago. So they had some Fruity Pebbles left. And we were doing blueberry pancakes.
Right.
Mrs. Thomas made the blueberry stuff, the sauce
Right.
with the blueberries in it. And they said, well, hey, let's do some Fruity Pebbles. It wasn't.
So you throw the Fruity Pebbles in the pancake mix?
Yeah, while they're cooking.
Oh, so you just sprinkle them on top?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to buy two
pretty
canaries that
good.
sing. Okay. I don't know where you can get two canaries that sing, and I don't know where you can get any Lawrence Welk tickets.
Right.
Hold on, there's something here. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to look up rose milk now. I want to see what rose milk is.
Well, that was the big sponsor at
Right.
Lawrence Welk. Brought to you.
Refreshing drink with rose enhance.
Good evening, friends. And
Rose
welcome
milk is actually a milk. It's rose milk. It's not a lotion. It is a homemade rose syrup. It's a drink. It's how to make rose milk.
Look up Lawrence Welk's rose milk.
All
Does
right.
anybody remember? Because I don't. What it was. What rose milk was.
Hold on.
I just don't remember that. I just remember
Lawrence
the brand.
Welk rose milk. Got rose milk. Oh no, rose milk was the lotion.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I was right. And I'm not going to be able to download it because it's on Pinterest. Well, Amazon. Hold on, I might be able to pull it from here. Rose milk. It was a skin lotion. Yeah. I remember now. No, it says it as a web page. It was in a pink bottle. Food Line and Southern Shores. Okay, so Food Line here might have it because last time I looked, I was in Manio and they didn't have it there. Hold on.
It was like oil of Olay.
Texted you the kind of cereal. Oh, hold on.
Put it on your skin. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was rose milk. All right, hold on. Lori text me image. Captain Crunch Berry. Oh yes, that's it. Hold on. That's the Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries.
Ooh. Excuse me, guys.
Because a lot of times they just are all crunch berries. That's
And the one and a two. I remember
it.
that.
Rose milk
too.
lotion. Hold on. Yeah. Here's the one and the two. Can you see? That's the rose milk lotion. That's the rose milk lotion. A one and a two. All right.
Man, you know, a couple of weeks ago, Tammy, we did a Forgotten 45 from Brewer and Shipley. One toke over the
One
line,
toke-
Sweet Jesus.
I don't remember us playing that.
Yeah,
we
we
did.
did.
We did.
You might have been in Atlanta.
Oh, I might have been in Atlanta.
Remember that? One toke over the line,
Sweet Jesus. One
All right,
toke
well,
over the
okay,
line.
it's the 70s, and
Waiting on the
toke is a term.
toke. Mm-hmm.
Toke.
Yep.
And then there was, when I was looking this up, there was a link to a YouTube video from the Lawrence Welk show. Now, there was Lawrence Welk,
Uh-huh.
the older guy.
Right.
And then there was the young couple that danced, and he would like always have like the powder blue tux on. He had dark hair, perfectly
With
groomed.
the ruffles.
Yeah, and she would have a dress on, and they would sing and dance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was them, and Lawrence just has no clue. He was like, "And here's a Bob and Charlotte with a one that took over the line, a Sweet Jesus. Take it away."
Not realizing that
And
it was
then they're singing
a drug reference.
it, right? And they're singing
Right.
it, and they're like just smiling and going, "One took over." I was like, I was dying. That actually happened. I couldn't believe it. But whatever.
It's kind of like the herpes on the head.
It's like a herpes on your head. Yes. You got the herpes on your head?
Herpes on the head.
Herpes on your head.
Herpes.
You got the herpes on your head?
Herpes on the head.
Cheech and Chong.
Yes.
Old days. Speaking of,
Good
speaking
impression,
of
Beal.
old days.
Good impression, Beal. So I saw an interview with Cheech and Chong, speaking of, and they were saying something, did you actually smoke and inhale? And they're like, oh no.
Right.
And they said there was times that it would take them so much to do the
so much time to do a movie.
So much time to do a
I can
movie
only
because
imagine.
they would start out
I could only imagine.
smoke. Bill almost spilled his drink.
I did. It was really close.
And we were talking about Cheech and Chong. And then that's when it smoke.
Up in smoke.
It all came together. Oh. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. That sounds good. Smoke.
When do strawberries come in, Michael?
Now.
Right now?
They're like getting in season. It is like their season
May
now.
and June. Is it May?
End of April, May. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I'd like to go pick some. I haven't done that in so long.
Phew.
Go to actual farm. Pick your own strawberries.
Yeah. I used to have strawberry plants in my front yard.
You did.
And they were so good. Mine were usually ripe though towards Memorial Day weekend. Yes. You saw the same thing I saw, Perrin.
Perrin saw the interview.
I gotta go to the can, man. That's a quote. That is a quote. She's not going to the can. Yeah, that was actually kind of funny how they were laughing. Like, did you? No.
Yep.
And then they start laughing. Across the bridge here, you can pick
the strawberries. All right, cool.
I'm guessing the North Bridge, not the South Bridge. Sorry. He's the one that stopped at yellow light for a long time, and the cops came. Why he wasn't moving? He replied, "I thought you pulled me over." At the Ashland Berry Farm. That must be in Ashland near Richmond.
Yeah.
Look at me. Oh Lord, in Harbinger. Okay.
All right, Harbinger.
I will have to check that out because I don't think I saw that.
I bet you if you do go far enough west, like over the Alligator River Bridge.
Oh yeah, eventually you get to somewhere out there, Columbia or Cresswell or the Right Bridge or Dare Bridge. Okay, gotcha. It's the right bridge, Harbinger.
It's the left bridge.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Smoke. Sorry, you almost spilled it. I'm laughing because we decided, because we're like upgrading the equipment and everything else.
Yeah.
That there's been a lot of things over the years that have happened to these. So we said, okay, if we're going to drink, we have to have a lid on it.
Mm-hmm.
So in case it spills over.
That's right.
So of course I have my open coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having it over on the board, I have it here on my little wood table thingy that I have here. That way, if it does spill, it won't go into the equipment.
Right.
Bill was the one that was going to talk about, he was the one that was coming up. We need to like set something in, because we've learned that things have been spilled and like food has gotten crumbs in places. So we can't eat in the board area.
Right.
Or the control board area, we'll call it. And we can't drink in the control board area unless, and he almost just spilled his, which kind of made it funny. Past the Indian restaurant on the right. Okay. I know what you're talking about then. And you shock yourself in your hair stick. Probably. But no, seriously, it was probably.
No, that would be a different look, wouldn't it? Go ahead. I know it's ready.
Hold on. You cut me off guard,
where you're
Bill.
going.
You cut me off
guard. Where you're going.
Bill would look like this.
Yep. Except a little bit more.
No, we're allowed to eat.
It's electric.
We're allowed to eat, Lori. Trust me. We just have to. We can't eat
Lori.
over the board.
No, we accept food.
We have to eat over. Like I have to eat over here, and Bill kind of has to eat over that way.
Yeah.
Or over this way, away from here, so he can eat here and here, but not so much here. And I can eat here and here, but not so much here.
There's been a map created with color zones. It's got a nice key to it.
Right.
If you learn your colors, you're fine.
Yes. Safe zone.
I'm just playing.
Safe zone, unsafe zone. No.
No, obviously there would be no eating a sausage biscuit.
Right
here.
over right here.
No.
Yeah. And that
maybe over there.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, because every now and then we have guests that have food.
Yeah.
We have restaurants that come in.
Yes,
So
exactly.
we have to make accommodations. So.
We do.
And we're all adults.
Yeah, turn your keyboard over. Let me see. Hold on. Nothing fell out of mine. Why? Because I don't eat
There
here.
you go.
I eat here or here.
Gary, that is a true statement, though.
We just missed our.
I mean, it's just really crazy.
We just went right into our. We just missed our. Guys, we got to talk in 15 seconds. Hold on, mic's up.
All right, here we go. It is 8:50, Bill and City in the morning. Killer hits all day. Got that killer weekday kickoff coming your way in just a few. It is brought to you by Billy's Seafood, local blue crabs cooked daily. All crabs are #1 male crabs, and you can call ahead to place your order for crabs so they are ready when you are. Just give them a call, 252-441-5978, located at 1341 Collington Road in Kill Devil Hills.
What's that number again so I can call them? Because obviously our crab parts.
It is 441-5978.
Gradually becoming sunny today, 73 along the coast, 79 inland, partly cloudy, 65 tonight, partly sunny tomorrow. Chance of an afternoon shower, maybe a thunderstorm, and a high near 80.
Right now we got 69 in Buxton, 66 in Grandy, and 64 in Nags Head at 102.5 The Shark.
Ooh, before I do my jokes,
Yeah.
we have to give out a word because it is a Monday morning party.
We did promise before 9 o'clock,
Yes,
didn't we?
we
All right,
did.
Well, let's do it.
All right, your name and the word prize, Prize, Prize. Text it.
For a Monday morning party prize pack from the Prize
Yes,
Closet.
exactly.
All right.
252-441-1025 is the number to text to.
What you got?
Why are elevator jokes so good?
I don't know.
Because they work on so many levels. I always used to get small shocks when touching metal objects, but recently it stopped.
Ah.
Needless to say, I'm ecstatic. Get it?
Yeah.
Ecstatic. When does a dad joke become a dad joke?
I don't know.
When the punchline becomes apparent.
Oh, apparent.
Now, when does the
Apparent.
punchline become apparent?
Oh, I don't know when.
After the delivery.
After.
Thank you,
gosh.
thank you. They were kind of stupid. They were pretty bad at some Monday.
The last one was pretty good.
Because male crabs are the male crabs are the best ones to eat. In my personal opinion. I mean, other people say, no. Females. No. I like the male, the number. Plus, if you harvest all the female crabs, then who's going to lay the eggs? Because female crabs have I don't know, it's like some astronomical number. It's like 100,000 eggs or something that they lay over time.
Right.
And the males come along and, do their thing. But if you harvest too many female crabs, you're not going to have any more crabs.
Gotcha.
That's just my personal
No,
opinion.
I get you.
That's how I feel.
Kristen says the jokes were good. I thought they were good.
I
too.
thought they were pretty stupid. I thought they were pretty stupid.
I agree with you, Gary. How did we ever cover all this stuff in 45 minutes?
I don't know. You've got to. Off to Twitty. Have a great day, Miss Lori Lee.
Later.
Said this. You're allowed to keep them. I think females do have to be thrown back. I believe. At least, I mean, but that's then again, though. How do they make she crab soup? Do
Mike says he thinks
actually
that's
it's kind of
right,
like it's like a weird grape.
too. Yeah.
They have a thing like this where the males have the little
Right.
the males have the little flap thingy, if that makes sense, and the females actually have like a section like this, which is kind of, if you think about it, the human anatomy, the females have this and the men have this, so it kind of and also females have orange crabs, or their claws are female, but not all female. No, that's true. You are absolutely correct. Females do get thrown back now. We never keep the females. Crabs or crabs male or I'm lost. Crabs or crabs male or female.
Like the time we walk in the door, Mike.
Oh. Well, then you get to see me put a little bit of makeup on. If I decide to put makeup on, you'll get to see Bill brush his hair 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. Well, you can't follow me into the bathroom.
That's true.
But we could put a mirror out in the lobby, and we could do it that way.
Yes, you are. That is a great way to put it.
What?
Kristen, the males have the Washington Monument shape underneath, and the females have the Capitol building shape.
That's brilliant.
Yes, they do. They're tipped.
That really is.
Yep.
All right.
And carry a broom. Sorry. Females have red tip. They do. And at first I couldn't, it took me a while to figure out by just looking into the crab pot and saying, all right, we've got 3 males, 4.
Right.
It took me a while to be able to do that. But now that, since it is season 4, even though it's episode 1 and it was an epic fail, I do know how to do the crabs. Crabs are crab. Oh, okay. Gotcha. And I was also told when you buy jumbo lump crab meat in a can or plastic container, however you get it, 9 times out of 10, actually probably 99 out of 100, those are female.
Oh, really?
That's female crab meat.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know who Miss Suzanne Tate is. So, but no, we do the blue crabs. I mean, we do the male crabs. And they have to be 5 inches from tip to tip this way. Like this is the crab, and these are his little claws. He's got those little pointy tips.
Right.
No, see, doesn't that kind of look like a crab without the claws? These are the pointy tips.
Looks like Ozzy Osbourne too. Rock on.
No, that's like this.
Rock on.
No, that's 2 fingers down. That's
what?
No, pointer finger.
Like
that's Ozzy Osbourne. Those are the horns. Those are the metal horns. Rock on.
I didn't know it was that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That intricate. Okay.
Yeah, no, you don't do that.
Right,
no, that's I love you in sign language. You do this.
Well, I'd rather do that.
Okay. Lord have mercy. But that's
try to teach me sign language. Whew.
Yeah.
No, those are double
B,
don't do that.
C, D, E, F,
come on. It's so much easier to go.
I, J, K, L.
You.
Oh, well, there's that.
Works for me.
All right. Leanne, good. You made it to work safely. I'm happy for that. She writes the Krabby and Nabby books for children, sold in fine local stores. Oh, okay. Cool. I'll have to check them out. But no, I learned just because I learned. Oh, look at that. She's from Manu, I think. Okay, look at that. All right. Look at that. And remember to keep her crab. It's got to be 5 inches or 6 inches from point to. See, yep. I've heard. We always go. 5 or 6 inches minimum, and they have that little measuring thing that you can use. James Melvin does the artwork for her book, or used to, or did. That's really kind of cool. All right. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend, which we've already kind of talked about a little bit. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Enjoy the warmer weather. Soak it up while you can.
Yes.
Because pretty soon we're going to be complaining that it's 110 degrees with the feels like temperature, thanks to the humidity. Enjoy it.
We don't have to tell you there's extra traffic these couple of weeks too, and bike week all at the same time.
That's right, and the fact that the bypass, don't forget, from like Mulligan's up to the Jockey's Ridge State Park entrance northbound, you're gonna have to take the beach road.
Yeah.
So if
you're headed a couple of weeks,
so if you're headed south, you're gonna have to, if you're heading south and then you're planning on coming back up, you're going to have to make a little bit of adjustment on your travels. So, all right. Well,
Michael only knows the one sign language. That's the one
the bird
salute.
Bird.
We'll have to
bird is the word. Bird. Sorry.
We'll have to get you bilingual. Okay. We'll have to get you another sign going.
We'll have to expand.
We'll work on it.
Well, there's also this one. Peace.
There you go. Peace.
There you go. See, he does know more than one.
Peace. Hold on.
In Greece.
Love.
And
what's
happy, I don't know.
And happiness.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Right? That'll work.
All right. Sure. Okay. Bye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by.